Hello adventurers, it is I, Soulist Venture, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And for today, we are continuing Drago's adventure in my ShadowDark campaign, The Pits of the Thieving Warriors. So, where we have left off, he is looking for this Veilstone, which is a powerful stone needed for the Ramlet Temple Keepers to open the tomes that Ramlet, the god himself, has written and prophesied about an upcoming doom. So he needs to get back that Veilstone, so that is what he's trying to look for as he is navigating the pits of the Thieving Warriors here. And so where we have left off currently in the dungeon is he just traveled through this trapped tunnel, and actually ended up he ended up burning part of his face off unfortunately, because in this tunnel there were these stone panels on the floor, and he pressed on a couple of wrong ones that actually triggered the flamethrower to pop up out of the wall there, and so he got part of his face singed, unfortunately. And he did scream, and so his scream actually called attention to him, and he can hear that there is actually someone, one of the bandits here, quickly rushing through to see what is going on and try to find the source of the scream there. And so the bandit over here that heard is in room 3 over here. And here is a closed door. We're not sure yet if it is locked, but I would assume that Drago over here, he would definitely not want to open up that door. So that is kind of where we have left off. So the bandit over here coming through to kind of see where that scream came from. So now we shall see how this goes. And to start off, I do want to ask a question here for my oracle to see if there are any light sources coming through from room 3, because I do want to see if he can just stay hidden, because there are no torches or anything here, but he does have his lantern lit right now. So okay, so let's see. I do want to understand if there are any light sources kind of coming through the room from room 3 here. So we'll roll 2d6. So we got a 1 and a 5. So that is a total of 6, and that is a even, so that's a no. So there are no light sources coming through from this room, so that's good. So he can probably stay hidden then in the back corner, maybe behind this door. Okay, so now we shall see how he will kind of get out of this situation, or maybe he does have to go into combat. So Drago, I do want to see if he can hide, and then maybe like attack the bandit from behind, maybe. So yeah, okay, yeah, I do want to see that. So I do want to check first how my lantern is doing. So I'm gonna roll a d10 and see if it's still going okay. Okay, so that is a 10. Oh, so we're good. It's at a 1 to a 2. That's when I start to change it. Yeah. So we're still okay. So we're still at a d10. Okay, great. So he does have the hood over the lantern, so he probably wants to make sure that he's not bringing too much light and attention to the bandit over here. So I do want Drago to hide behind the door. So I'm going to make a note here that Drago is hiding behind the door, and I kind of just want him to wait to see if the bandit does end up going through that door. So let's see. Is the door locked? I'm gonna ask that. So I got a 6 and a 5. Okay, so yes. So the door is locked, and I bet he hears the bandit kind of take out his keys to unlock that door. So the bandit will unlock the door, and I do want to ask on the complex questions, who is this particular bandit? Is he like an important bandit here? Okay, so we got a 7. So commoner. Okay, I'm just gonna take that as maybe just one of the regular kind of bandits that kind of work with the group here. So no one really like special or I guess powerful. Yeah, so let's just see. So I'm gonna make a note here that it's just a regular bandit. Okay. And now, as he is taking out his keys and he's slowly trying to unlock that door, does the bandit say anything? I wonder, like maybe, yeah, let's see. Oh, whoops, we gotta do a 2d6. So we got a 2 and a 4, so 6, so no. Okay, so he is pretty silent, so he just wants to see who screamed. And I do want to see how well Drago here can hide. So I think for my difficulty class, this is a pretty skinny kind of tunnel, so I'm gonna say it's kind of hard. So with a DC of 14, let's see if he is able to hide pretty well. And I will say he is at a disadvantage because it is a skinny kind of hallway, and so it's very hard for him to kind of stay hidden. So yes, we'll see. Okay, so we got 12, 16. Okay, so for the first one, we got a 12, 12, 13, 14. Oh, that was perfect. So with his dexterity as well. Okay, so that was perfect. So DC of 14, he is able to hide pretty well. Just as the bandit opens the door and he's looking around, and I'll say at this point, he goes past Drago. And knowing that this bandit is fairly aware of the type of traps and such throughout the dungeons, I would assume that the bandit would know that he wouldn't press or step on certain stones, or else that'll activate the trap. So let's see here. I would want Drago to sneak up on him and take his great sword. So he's going to put down his lantern and he'll get his great sword, or maybe a dagger. Actually, I like that idea. So he will crouch, put down his lantern, and take out his dagger and come from behind the bandit. And I would want him to quickly put his like hand over the bandit's mouth to prevent the bandit from screaming for help. So, okay, yes, I really, really like this idea. So I would imagine that for surprise kind of attacks, it'll be kind of hard. So let's see how well he's going to do this. Okay, yeah, so he does have advantage. Yeah, dexterity check, combat initiative. Oh, okay, so for surprise. Okay, cool. So I guess we will do that. So I think with this will be, I would probably say the DC challenge of maybe a 10. It is going to be a little bit on the easier side. So this will be a DC of 10 to surprise attack this bandit. Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, look at that. So that was a 18 and then 19, 20. Oh, hell yeah. So that was super successful. So with Drago's trusty dagger, and he puts it up against the neck of the bandit, and with his other hand he's covering the mouth of the bandit. I'd imagine that Drago will probably he would want to, I guess, interrogate and ask questions about the dungeon. So, all right, so he was able to do that, and so he was able to capture this bandit and kind of take control of the situation here. And so I'd imagine that he'd want to ask the bandit a couple of questions here. With Drago, he would want to definitely want to move into the next room here, possibly. So Drago's going to threaten this bandit here and ask if there's anyone else in the next room, room 3. And so let's see if there is. So we will ask a question here. So we got a 6, 8. Okay, so that is a no. So that means that there is no one in this room, room 3. But I did have here something instead, and that is there is a trap. So although this is an empty room, so no other bandits are present, there is a trap. So now we are going into room 3, so probably just kind of taking it slow here near the entrance. Let's see, I do want to ask this oracle this time to see the type of trap, because I usually look here for the traps, but I also kind of like seeing if it's something different, because sometimes I find these a little bit too specific. So let's see what kind of traps based off of these prompts here. So we got a 51. We're gonna do a noun. So fear. Okay, so something definitely really scary. So maybe scary for Drago here. Okay, so something definitely scary, something he's afraid of. And then we also have 50. Okay, so there's some sort of trap with the door. Oh, okay, so there is probably some sort of trap with the door here. Yeah, so the door for the next room. Okay, so here would be a trapped door. Okay, so I do want Drago to... I want this bandit to kind of spill to Drago what traps there are in this room so that he can be safe. So I think with a charisma, I think he definitely wants to kind of like threaten this bandit here and see if this bandit can at least spill some details. And so knowing that he is kind of taken hostage right now by Drago, this would be an easier DC, I'd imagine. So yeah, so let's say 10. So let's see how it goes here. 19. Okay, great. So this bandit is super fearful of Drago, and Drago's probably with his dagger saying like, tell me, how do I turn off any traps in this room? And the bandit will probably whimper and spill to him that there is a latch maybe on the side of the wall to turn off the traps in this room. Let's get some more details here, what type of trap that would be. So something Drago is definitely scared of, and then we have a 39. Ooh, unleash. Okay, I like that verb. Ooh, maybe they have like, they would unleash a monster in here. Yeah, okay. So maybe that would be the trap. That the trap would be an unleashed monster, or actually I guess I can roll my little table here. Let's see. So we got 2. Oh, a toxic gas. Okay. So that is definitely bad. So I'm glad that he was able to turn off the trap of toxic gas here. So this room is a little dark, but he is able to see because of his lantern. So now moving into this room. Let's see if this lantern is still good. Okay, still a 10. Okay, great. And now I think what I want Drago to do here is observe the room and see what is currently in the room here. So I think I'll ask a complex question here of kind of what is in the room. So D10. So we got a 3, a disaster. Okay, so a disaster. So maybe like there was something that happened in this room here. Let's see what else could be here. And number 1, an item. Okay. So there is a specific item in this room. Oh, I wonder if so if there is an item and a disaster. So let's see what that item is first. So maybe it's like a magic item of some sort. So let's see what we've got. So we have a 27. So 27 would be glory. Ooh, okay, so an item of glory. What else? Let's see, so we got a 66. Control. Glory and control. Okay, interesting. I wonder what this item is. Let's see if it is... Actually, let me ask really quick before I look at that. But I want to see if this item is... maybe like a magic item or something? So 2 and a 3, so 5. Yes, okay, it is a magic item. Oh, I wonder if the Veilstone is in this room. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Let's see, so we got a 5 and a 9. 5, 4, yeah, 9. Oh, yes, okay. So he found the Veilstone. Okay. So this is how I am interpreting it. So in this room is a specific item. And over here, I'll say that this is the table. And it holds the Veilstone. The Veilstone is in this room. So how I'm interpreting item and disaster. So disaster is relating to the impending doom that this Veilstone is needed for the temple and their keepers. So the Veilstone is finally in this room. So Drago immediately recognizes it. And this bandit is probably, I don't know, he probably wants to try to stop him, but he's also being held hostage. And so I wonder, I kind of want Drago to kind of ask this guy here if they are holding any prisoners. So we're going to do another, let's see, DC of 10 to make this guy talk. So we'll do a charisma. Yeah, so we'll do a charisma check here. Okay, 15, yes. Okay, so Drago is telling him to talk about any prisoners being held, specifically the Ramlat prisoners, because he did find a note. So let's see, so this bandit, let's see if he has any idea. So let's see if he'll say yes or no. So 3, 4. Okay, so he says no, but I do want to see if this bandit is maybe lying about it. So the bandit says that there are no prisoners, but I do want to see if Drago is able to tell if he is lying. And so maybe with an intelligence check. Yeah, so this will probably be kind of hard. So we'll do maybe a 15 here. A DC of 15. Okay, so 9, 10. Okay, so he can't tell if this bandit is lying or not. And so I think so Drago, I'll just say here, so Drago can't tell if this bandit is lying. So I think Drago is going to threaten him. Drago will probably take his dagger and says, you know, I can make this quick and easy, and tell him that he can easily just take his life there. And I want to see if that bandit is scared and will just like spill, or if he will just try to defend himself. I am going to see if this bandit would want to defend himself. So I'm actually just going to use this and ask the chart here. So 2, 4. Oh, a 2-2 is a no. Okay. So no, he doesn't want to defend himself. But so let's see. Let's ask why he wouldn't want to defend himself. So yeah, so instead of like standing up for a fight, he's probably gonna beg Drago here. That was a 10, so we rolled twice. So we got a 4 learn, and we got learn again. Let's do that again. So we got a 3 learn and control. Okay. So the bandit is kind of begging him, and he doesn't want to fight Drago. And his reason is learn and control. How I'm actually interpreting learn and control is maybe the bandit notices that Drago is a Ramlat follower. So is this bandit the one of the bandits that actually stole the Veilstone from the temple? So I do kind of want to ask that. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So no. Okay. So the bandit knows that Drago is a Ramlat follower. So how I'm interpreting learn and control is maybe the bandit is actually begging Drago to let him live because he actually wants to become a Ramlat follower as well, because he knows of the impending doom and he wants to prepare, I guess, for the worst. And so this bandit kind of wants to be a part of the Ramlat religion out of fear for this impending doom. Yeah, that's how I'm going to interpret it. So this bandit is begging Drago to let him live, and he will dedicate his life to Ramlat. And knowing that Drago is a very devout follower and disciple of Ramlat here, I don't know if Drago can easily trust this guy. You know, Drago will ask him, he will tell him, if you genuinely do want to be a loyal follower of Ramlat, then you will tell me, yeah, this is what he'll say, then you will tell me if you are holding prisoners here of Ramlat keepers. So, will he finally just give in and say? I feel like this bandit would. So 3, 4. Okay, so no. So he is still not saying much. So yep. So I would say that Drago is definitely not falling for maybe his lies. The bandit is lying about how he wants to dedicate his life to Ramlet here. So, all right, we will go into combat. Drago definitely does have the upper hand, and I'd say that they are actually near each other, or like maybe close actually. Yeah, so probably close. And so I would imagine right now he still has his dagger in his hands. So I think he will definitely try to make that first move and go through the bandit's armor there. So we will roll. So he is at an advantage here. Ooh, we got a 20. So that is perfect. Okay, so now with his 1d4, and we'll double that. And we also have a +1 to damage here because of my mighty talent. 3 + 1 is a 4. So we completely defeated that bandit because that bandit only has 3 health points there. Drago has his hand covering his mouth just in case if he was trying to make noise. And now that the bandit is dead and he is able to get that Veilstone, I feel like he definitely doesn't want to leave just yet because he also wants to try to understand that secret note and message that he found from that rusty lock that he like broke open. And he swears that there is a Ramlet keeper somewhere in this dungeon, and the keepers need to work together to unlock that ancient tome. Also, try to hide the body there. So I think with the body, he'll probably try to just hide it behind the table of where the Veilstone is lying. So yeah, I think he's gonna try to hide I'll make a little X there, the dead body there. And now I do want him to kind of look around the room to see if there are any hints as to where this other Ramlet keeper is. So I'm gonna ask the simple question here of, is there another note or another clue of some sort? So 5, 6. So that is a no. So there are no clues right now in this room that lead to that. So he does have the set of keys. So he keeps the keys to the doors. So we will add that over here. So he does have the set of keys, and he did turn off that trap. And now, yeah, the trap in the room. So now he is going into the next room, and we'll call this room 5 here. So in room 5, let's see, a solo monster. Okay, yeah, so that means that there is definitely a monster in that room. Okay, so in this room now, so room 5. Okay, so he has the Veilstone, he has the keys, and now he's ready to continue on. So he needs to try to locate where this Ramlet keeper is and see. So let's see how his lantern is doing. If it's still good to use. Oh, we got a 1. So that means now we're down to a D8. Okay. Now we roll a D8 here. 3. Okay, cool. So we are still okay. Okay, so now in room 5, so he unlocks the door, and as he enters into this area, there is a solo monster. So his senses are probably heightened too, because he's also probably worried what if like other bandits locate that body there. So now we'll see. I do want to ask if there's like immediate danger right as he enters into this room here. Let's see. 1, 4, 5. Oh, okay, yes. So that means that there is immediate danger. So there is a monster for sure there. Okay, so this monster, I do want to, so now we're in room 5. So for this monster, we'll roll a d10 and see. Okay, so we got a 4, and it is a giant cobra. Okay, so this is the next monster that he'll be going up against. Okay, so there is a cobra in this room. And I do want to ask the fate chart if there is anyone else in this room. I'll ask if there are any prisoners. So 5 and a 1, so that's a 6, so no. So there are no prisoners present in this room. So this giant cobra, so as he enters this room, I'm assuming that this giant cobra is actually guarding something. So let's see. We'll roll 4. Oh, 7. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna write it here. So this giant cobra is actually protecting or guarding something. Oh, I wonder if there's something underneath. Maybe like a secret door or something. Yeah, so let's see. Is there anything underneath this cobra that he's protecting? 5, 11. Okay. So as Drago eyes the cobra, so probably not an immediate attack right now, he does see that this cobra is lying on like maybe a secret door, of some sort. And I do want to ask the question here. I wonder if the secret door is actually where they're keeping the Ramlet prisoner, maybe. So let's see. So we got 1, 7. Yes. Okay. This giant cobra, I think we will stop here for now. But in this room, there is a secret door here. Yeah. So there's a secret door. And I'll make a note here that the Ramlet keeper is actually, because that makes sense. So this cobra is probably protecting from anyone from talking to this Ramlet keeper. So okay, so I guess we will hold off on that till next time and see how he will combat this cobra and get access to this secret door here where the Ramlet keeper is staying. Okay, yeah, so we will leave off there for now, and we'll see next time for Drago and this adventure. All right, well, thank you, adventurers, for joining me on the journey of Drago. And he was able to finally locate that Veilstone, and now he's going to try to rescue this keeper of Ramlet. We will hold off there for now, and I will see you next time.